Always seems so easy to just read about it, but when you try to do it, it takes longer.
Would you like to see your pictures on as many walls as possible, then?
Oh, no, I like them in closets.
Why is that?
Oh, because people collect them and then they put them away. They don't have to put them up on the wall. At least they have them.
Well, what are they doing in the closet? They're not being looked at.
Well, that's okay.
It's enough that they exist, is it?
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Do you see yourself going on doing exactly the same thing now, portraits and more portraits?
Well, I hope it goes on. Yeah, I really do.
Partly, not merely because of the money, but because the activity gives you pleasure, does it?
Oh, yeah, and it really, well, it keeps me working. I really like that, and I like doing, like I keep saying, I like to doing the same thing over again.
Is work a pleasure to you, then?
Oh, yeah, it is. And then painting the same picture is really more pleasure. I always want somebody to ask me to do, like 30 or 40 pictures of them.
Why is it more of a pleasure to do 30 or 40 pictures than to do just one?
Then I can listen to my soundabout, which looks just like the thing that I'm wearing now. And you can listen to opera and stuff like that.
Does that mean you don't have to think when you're painting?
Well, no, you can listen to really good music.
So that, what, painting is an excuse to listen to really good music?
Oh, yeah.
When did you take to opera?
Oh, I always liked opera. I used to go when I was very young. And now when with this great, I think it's another Sony machine. It's called a walkabout or a walkaman or something like that, and it's actually really terrific. And you can hear this stereo in your ear, and it's really great.
So you're enclosed in a little world of sound of your own.
Well, yeah. Do you see the kids walking around in London with them on, or they do? Yeah, they're great.
They even wear them when they're roller skating.
Oh, would they just walk around the streets with them here in New York?
Can you tell me who you've enjoyed painting most of all the people you've painted?
I think Liza Minnelli.
Why Liza Minnelli in particular?
Well, because I was able to sort of do the painting like the way I used to do them years ago, and I just did it recently, and it just had the right look and the right colors. And
because she was the same sort of person as Jackie Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe, was that it?
Yes, she's a great person.
And the kind of person does affect, in the end, the way the pictures look, does it?
Yes, they do.
Was Liza Minnelli a very recent portrait?
It was, I think, about a year ago.
And who have you been painting recently?
I'm trying to think. Carly Simon and lots of people in Germany, which I can't remember their names.
Who mostly asked you to do portraits now? You've named some show business people. Do you do businessmen?
Yeah, mostly businessmen, yeah, in Germany. I don't do too many Americans. I don't think the Americans like my pictures.
Why is it, do you think, that the Germans have come to like your pictures so much?
I don't know. Well, I think they're really nice to their businessmen, and they always want to have a picture of their boss in the office. And the Americans' bosses don't, I don't know. They don't think about it. I think they should.
So you're now like a 18th century portrait painter used to be, that when people want something for the boardroom, they come to you and say, will you do one?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I really like that a lot. The men are really exciting. I don't know, I did a sausage factory man, and he took us through his sausage factory, and it was great.
Why did you enjoy the sausage factory so much?
Well, it was just so great. God, have you ever been in one?
Yes, about 25 years ago.
Really? Where was it?
It was near Kelm in Wiltshire.
Oh, really? Oh, well, gee.
Right in the middle of the English countryside.
Oh, this was a German one, and it was so big. It was like a couple block long, and they just made everything I really liked.
What, you liked looking at the food, did you?
And eating it, yeah. They gave us free samples.
What, the free sample came almost as part of the fee, did it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Would you like it if people actually gave you things for making portraits instead of paying you money?
Yeah, you mean like a year's supply of sausages? Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Do you think that would be a better way of doing it?
Sometimes.
Do you think of yourself as being an artist like other artists, or as somebody who operates in a completely different way?
No, I think I'm just like all the other artists in New York. Well, I'm a New York artist and stuff.
What, very much tied into the way people live and think in New York?
Yes, I think so. There's so many here. I mean, there's a new gallery that opens up every minute.
And do you go and see the new artists as well as looking at work by the old ones?
Well, I try, but it gets so... I have to travel so much to, take these photographs, and then when I come back, I have to really do them. So I read about them. And I try to go, but sometimes it's a little too hard.
Have you got ambitions to do any other things besides running interview and making portraits?
Well, we have a cable TV show that it's like interview. It's on fashion. It's called Fashion, and we try to show the young new designers in New York, and that's on cable TV, which is really exciting in New York. There's just so many different stations you can just turn to. I mean, you just keep turning your dial, and it just never stops.
So you might get a flash of your show and then a flash of somebody else's.
Yes, but actually I just want a whole cable, so I can. But they're hard to find. To get one.
What, to get to what? Do you want to run a whole cable TV station?
Well,
yourself?
Yes, but just show the same program on all day long, I guess.
Don't you think people would get bored with that?
Well, I mean, they get bored with a good show, so.
And this wouldn't be a good show?
No, it'd just be an it would just show what's on the street corner. I think it's just showing 24 hours on the street corner. I think people look at anything.
So that you'd be able to turn on and you'd say the same street corner all day long, day and night.
Oh, yeah, it's like looking out of the window.
And do you think television is a bit like looking out of the window anyway?
Well, yeah, I really love it, so.
With the sound or without?
Oh, I know, I like it with the sound.
And do you think fashion is really important?
Yes, I do. I just came back from Washington, and it was just great to see people really dressing up again.
For the Reagan inauguration?
Yes, it was really great. I mean, everybody really dressed up, and it was terrific. They dressed up more than four or five times a day, so that was even better.
Would you like to make portraits of the new president and his wife?
Oh, yeah, I think they're wonderful.
What do you particularly like about them?
Well, I liked him because I used to watch him in the movies, and I thought he was so good in the movies that he's good to look at now on TV.
What, it brings it all back to you, does it, seeing him on TV?
No, you can... No, he's another person now, but I hope he's is a good president. I'm sure he will be.
Andy, are you nostalgic? Are you ever interested in the past, or are you always looking towards the future?
Well, I don't think about it, but yesterday I was in an old neighborhood of mine, and I tried to see if it would bring any past back, but it didn't. I didn't understand that. I went to get my glass. I broke 5 pairs of my glasses within the last 5 years, and I broke the last pair, and I had gone up in the neighborhood because it was right across from where I lived, and it didn't bring anything back, and I didn't understand why.
No feelings at all?
No, and I maybe when I go back to pick them up, I might get some.
Do you believe in feelings and emotions?
Well, no, I don't, but I have them. I wish I didn't.
But you'd like to get rid of them altogether, would you?
Would be a good idea, yeah.
Why? Do you think you'd be happier? But happiness is a feeling too, isn't it?
Well, no, just a feeling of doing the right, just getting by.
But do you think that the important thing in life is getting by?
Yes, I do.
More and more?
Yeah.
When you look back, after all, you were successful before you became an artist. Do you ever wish you hadn't become an artist?
Well, no, I'm not. Well, when I was doing that, I was doing the same thing, so I'm really not doing anything different.
Well, when you were doing windows and drawing shoes and so on.
Well, I'm drawing shoes again now, so I don't see it any different.
What, you've gone exactly back to what you used to do?
Oh, yeah.
The same kinds of shoes, or have they changed?
No, the same kind of shoes. The same shoes, actually.
What again? Do you remember what they were like then? Are you drawing them from memory?
No. I had some, and actually I went out to get some more shoes, and the shoes that designers are designing now are exactly like the shoes that were done in the 50s, and I really couldn't tell the difference. The names were different, but the shoe style was exactly the same.
Do you think everything comes back like that then?
Well, I do, and the only way you can sort of judge that is when you watch TV every day and you see a 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80 movie or TV or newscast or something like that. It really hasn't changed at all.
What, so time, in fact, stands still? It seems to go by us.
I think it does go by us, yeah.
Do you mind about getting older then, Andy?
Oh, no, I'm old.
You reckon you're old already, do you?
Oh, yes, I'm old, yeah. They call me Granny. They do, so.
What? They're in Interview magazine, they call you Granny?
Everybody does.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't know. They say I'm old.
Do you think it's a sign of affection or not?
No, it's not a sign of affection. They're just mean.
They're just mean to you?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel affectionate about people, or is that against feeling too?
Well, no, I like everybody, so that's affection.
Well, the great thing is to feel affectionate towards everybody in the world.
Yeah.
Do you ever allow yourself to dislike people, then?
No, I really try not to.
And why is this? Because it's bad for you, or because it's bad for them?
No, I just well, I don't really try to think about it. If somebody's funny, I try to leave.
And what do you think is the characteristic of a really nice person? Some people you obviously do like more than others.
Well, if they talk a lot.
What, don't make you talk?
Yeah, yes, that's a really nice person.
Thank you, Andy.
The American pop artist Andy Warhol was in conversation with Edward Lucie Smith.